and he just puts me on mute, like.
Wow, salty much.
Alright, so we should be live now, so welcome back everybody to Just for Fun Podcast on the road again edition, again. And for the second time, I am joining someone on their road trip from Massachusetts to Florida. Isn't this exciting? So what's up, Megan? How are you? First of all, it's been a while since we talked.
I know, it's been like a little over a week or so. 2 weeks? I don't know. This month flew by so fucking fast, I don't even remember.
Yeah, it flew by fast for me also, and I am surprised in my ability to keep a calendar, like a mental calendar. I could have put it in my phone, but I was like, no, today's the day. I have to podcast with Megan on the road trip.
Today's the day. Yes, and I still have 4.5 hours left until my halfway destination.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say 4.5 hours till you get there. That would have been so awesome.
Oh my god. That would be some fast driving.
Wow.
Great. Yeah, no, I'm going to the North Carolina Welcome Center.
Wow.
It is a little over halfway.
Are you going to catch some sleep there?
Yeah, I'm going to catch a few hours, and then I'm going to hit the road again at 5 o'clock.
Make sure you fucking hold a crowbar in your hand. Let motherfuckers know what's up.
Well, it's a welcome center, not a fucking truck stop, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Welcome to North Carolina, bitch. You don't got a crowbar? What's up?
I know. I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I should get one of my steak knives out.
You, like, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Just don't freak out when you wake up, like, why is there a steak knife in my hand? Accidentally stab yourself or something, you know?
Oh my god, I know. Or, like, clench it until I, like, bleed in my palm. That would be good.
So how was the drive so far today?
It's now smooth sailing. The first half was like I hit rush hour, so I was stuck in New York. Excuse me.
Nice.
Until fucking, I don't know, I had to call my mom. I was stuck in traffic for maybe about an hour trying to get into New Jersey from New York.
Uh-huh.
So that was fun. That's when you texted me, like, hey, are we good to podcast tonight? And I was like, yep, well, hopefully I'm out of traffic by then. So, but yeah, I've been in New Jersey for 2 hours maybe. So.
I have so many questions. How excited are you to finally go?
I am fucking pumped. I was like, actually last night, I was actually pretty jittery about everything, just because like I've never lived out of state before, so I was kind of not like having cold feet, but I was like having a lot of nervousness about moving away.
I was gonna bring up cold feet, and you brought it up for me, so no cold feet.
Yeah, no cold feet, just a lot of nervousness of just like leaving everything and everyone that I know. To be with
what if
Steve,
I move in with Steve and he's a fucking dick?
No, he wouldn't be a dick.
I know.
Steven, no. He wouldn't be a dick.
I know. I don't think Steve is capable of being mean to a person.
No, and if he is, he's not doing it intentionally.
Oh yeah, I've been the end of that fucking stick before.
Yeah, so hopefully, no, he's never been like purposely mean to me. We have had 2 big fights in the past month, but I think that was also because like I was stressing. Once we finally had a move date, I was like stressing about like a lot of shit that I need to get done, and I finally like went on anxiety meds after I got back like a couple weeks ago, which has like tremendously improved my overall mood, because apparently I remember it, but apparently when Steve would like call me after work, like early in the morning, it'd be like 2 o'clock when he would call me, I like would have no intentions of like wanting to talk to him. Apparently I was just grumpy, and then ever since I went like on the medication, it like, I'm so much more enthusiastic about talking to him, I guess. So before I was on the medication, we had, like, 2 major fights, and then he was like, you need to go on fucking meds, Megan, and I was like, okay.
So first sub-question of my many questions, what medication are you taking? By any chance, is it Xanax?
No,
God damn it, I was hoping it was Xanax, because I'll meet you in Florida tomorrow, girl, if you got some Xanax.
No, I refuse to go, where the fuck?
So no benzos?
Oh. No, I'm on, what's called, Lexapro. It's escitalopram.
Oh, okay, so I'll meet you in Florida on, like, Wednesday, then. How about that?
Where is the Easy Pass link? Sorry, I have to go through a toll, and I'm trying to figure out which one's Easy Pass.
No worries. Hey, I have to work tomorrow, but I have a couple hours to kill real quick. You know what I mean? We can talk about any and everything.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it stopped.
Megan, we're on the road again. Don't you get it? We're road tripping, dude.
Hi. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. I didn't realize it was going to be that quick. I would have told you something to say to the person.
Yeah, sorry, I took my headphones out, so I did not hear a single fucking thing.
Wow, you fucking Steve Yonkered me right now. Wow.
I wasn't sure if he was going to be like, because there was, you know how, like, oh no, you don't know, but in Massachusetts, when you take, like, the Easy Pass and stuff, like the toll thing that you put in your car, like, usually it's like a stop and go type of thing, and there's like a light, and like there wasn't a light, and so the guy like had to be like, you're good, and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And I just kept going.
Well, Megan, I would know because I've been to Massachusetts a few times road tripping with Steve, and also I do know what cars do on the fucking highway. No, I'm fucking with you.
Well, I was just like, I don't know, this works. It says Easy Pass and cash. What do I do? So, let's see, where am I going to be at? Am I going to be out of... Yes, I'm going to be out of New Jersey in just like a few minutes. I'm so fucking pumped.
Holla, say what's up to Pauly D for me before you go.
No, Pauly D's from Rhode Island.
God damn it! Are you going to call out all of my bad jokes? Because I'll end this podcast right now.
I'm just being honest. My God.
So...
I'm going to be crossing the Delaware in a second.
Nice.
Yes! Oh my God, I cannot wait to go to sleep.
So, to finish my first sub-question, so you said Lexapro.
Yes.
What, is this one of those medications where at the end of the commercial they say you could die or have bloody diarrhea and stuff, or is it kind of like safe?
I don't really remember the ad for it, but when I talked to my doctor about it, she was like, which ones were you on before? And I was like, I was on Prozac, and then that didn't help, so we tried Zoloft, and she's like, God. I'm going to put you on Lexapro. She said it's just an anti-anxiety. It's not an anti-anxiety and
benzo.
Antidepressant. So she was like, I've had amazing luck with this medication with all of my patients, and she's like, and she goes, this is like the first step I take, and then if that still doesn't help, then I go up Zoloft. So I was like, okay, my insurance covers it. Like, I only paid $3 for the medication for a whole month, so I was like, shit, it's a good deal. Wow. And then, so I've been taking it for just about 2 weeks, and I've actually like, felt a lot more, like, I still get anxious, but it's not, like, taking over my entire body.
Right, it's, like, manageable.
Yeah, it's, like, manageable. It's like, okay, I'm having chest pains. All right, I just gotta breathe. I gotta go walk out for a second and breathe for a minute or two. And then it's like I'm more aware of when I'm having it instead of when it's too late, if that makes sense.
Now, what exactly happens when it gets to, like, when it's too late?
I kind of just get really paranoid and I, like, start freaking out about everything. My anxiety is more like paranoia than anything. So, like...
Well, like, do you think thoughts like, oh my God, does my family love me? Are my feet too big?
It's really situational. So, like, I'll just be like specific with Steve. Like before I was on that medication, when it would start to like when I would start to have like a anxiety, not like an attack, but just kind of like an episode, like a long period of time where I was just like anxious. I would start to like fucking doubt that Steve actually wanted me to move down, that he actually didn't love me, and blah 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 blah. Like I would start to like think these. I get very negative. So.
Holla at your boy, sister. I feel you.
Yeah. So like, and it started to affect him because I would be like, "Why are you with me? Like, I'm such a fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm not worth it."
Dude, I've been telling him that for years.
I would like start bringing myself down and shit like that, and then he was like, "Dude, you need to go talk to your doctor and see if you can get on meds." And I was like, "Alright, I'm sorry, I'll go do it." So I did, and I've been doing fine ever since. And he said like within 4 days he already saw improvement. So I was like, "Shit, good deal."
That's cool.
So yeah, so I've been doing pretty good so far. I'm not so anxious as much anymore, so I guess that's good. Oh, shit.
You know, that I felt like the same anxiousness several times in my life. My dad was in the Army, so we moved around a lot as when I was a child. And there's always that anxiousness of like, oh, new place, new situation. And then about a year afterwards, you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Like once you get settled in, you know. But you're doing it for the first time now, so it must be like exponentially compounded. Like, oh my God, I'm going to live somewhere else right now. But it'll be fine in like a year, I promise. And
yeah, no, I think I'll be fine like after a month of being there.
Yeah.
So, because like Steve has, making sure I'm going the right way right now. Okay, 95. Okay. Yeah, no, and Steve has like repeatedly been saying like, "I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure you're going to be okay. Like, if you feel homesick, I will help you through it." He's like, just like, don't all of a sudden give up and like want to move back home. He's like, you gotta push through it. He's like, you're an adult now. You just gotta do it and shit like that. So like, he's been really good.
Yeah.
The past like week or two, since like my anxiety started to kick in about moving and stuff like that. But my mom and my dad have been like really, really good. Like neither of them really cried today. They were kind of things, so which really helped with me leaving. So, and then I had like that hour-long conversation with my mom when I was in traffic in New York, and like she was like, just think how exciting it's gonna be when you get there. And I was like, whoa, this is a totally different person than it was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So,
because I believe we talked about how your parents were like really against you leaving at first, right?
Mostly my mom. My dad was supportive of it. It was more the way that I was going about it that my dad wasn't supportive of.
Well, I can tell you exactly what your dad was thinking. Oh, this is my baby girl, and she's just gonna go to Florida with some guy that I barely know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Shit, I gotta get over here. Do I? Can you let me pass? Or are you gonna be a fucking dick?
Hey.
Alright, cool. You're being a dick. I just want to get in this lane so I know that I'm going the right way.
Good thing I got Lipitor, bitch, or I'll flip you off right now.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. The way people drive in fucking New York.
No. It's the way people drive everywhere where there's a lot of people.
It's just, no, but like, Orlando was not that bad when I went. When I drove through New York, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Well, everyone in Florida's on like Oxycontin and shit, you know what I mean? They're chilled the fuck out. There's still a lot of people. Another question for you. Do you have a trailer? Like, first of all, what are you driving?
I'm driving Toyota Corolla. and everything's in my car.
So no trailer.
No trailer. Surprisingly, I was able to fit everything in my car.
Damn, what size is your bed? Nah, I'm kidding.
Well, our bed's a king, so.
Where in the car is your most prized possession located?
Oh, Jesus.
Like your box of memories or whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit, I forgot my pictures.
Oh, no!
Oh, well.
Well, someone's gonna have to mail them.
I know. Well, I forgot one of my favorite sweaters at home. My mom told me, and I was like, "Oh, are you freaking kidding me, Mom?" And she's like, "I'll mail it tomorrow. It's okay."
Yeah,
like,
but you're not gonna ever need it though. Like that's just for like smelling it and stuff. Your favorite sweater. You don't need that in fucking Florida ever.
No. It's like one of those loosely knitted ones that I can definitely wear in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I promise.
But only from like January to February.
I know. Seriously. Or at night. Let's see. My most prized possession. Oh, it is in my center console.
What is it?
It's my dab pen.
God damn it! Come on, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I have a lot to say about dab pens and weed and stuff after this. But like, come on, like your actual most prized possession, like the one thing that you were like, let me put this in a special place of the car so it won't get damaged because I need this for the rest of my life. Like here, I'll give you my example. My box, well, I actually have two boxes because they're both shoe boxes, so they're pretty small. So I have two of them, but they're filled with things like I have a book that my dad and I used to read together when I was a kid. I have like various knickknacks that people gave me throughout my life that really mean something to me and evoke a memory of that person. I have a set of comic books that I really loved as a teenager. Stuff like that, like your actual like real shit. Like this cannot get fucked up.
Oh jeez. I guess then like so the house that maybe you don't know what these are, but I grew up in a very old-fashioned home, so like I know a lot of things. But have you ever heard of these things called Cat's Meow? They're
Cat's Meow.
They're cut out pieces of wood, and what it is it's painted on is a face of a building, and then the Cat's Meow thing is like incorporated into whatever building, like historical building or whatever you wanted to have painted on that block of wood. It's like a little black cat, just like somewhere in the silhouette. And you like the thing is to like try and find it and stuff. So anyways, like
that's the actual Cat's Meow.
Yeah, the actual Cat's Meow.
Okay.
So what my mom did a couple of years ago, so the house that she grew up in is the house that her father, my grandfather, and my great uncle built way back, like in the early 50s or something like that.
Okay.
And so what she did for Christmas one year for like everybody in the family that has, you know, a lot of memories from being in that house, she did a Cat's Meow of the house that she grew up in, and like on the back it like says when it was built and like who built it and who grew up in it and shit like that. So that's probably like my prized possession because my only living grandparent growing up was my grandmother, and that was the house that she lived in. And so that's kind of like something that like means the most to me, and something I definitely brought with me because it's kind of like the only piece of home that I'm bringing with me, I guess.
Dude, you're gonna fucking make me cry, man. That was like way better of an answer than I could have thought of. See, like my most prized possessions are just like dumb shit from like, well, the book that I used to read with my dad when I was a child is really close to me, but like that's a great answer. That's exactly what I was talking about. You know what I mean? Like that's really cool.
That thing. And it was painted like so nicely. Like I'll have to send you a picture of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And what I can do is what I did was when I lived in my apartment in Belchertown, what you
Uh-huh.
And then I put it on top of not my door casing, but this cutout part in my wall that had like a overhead light in it, and there was like casing around it, so I like put it on top there. So I can't wait to like when Steve and I move into the apartment and stuff. I can't wait to like find a special place to put it, like in the kitchen or in the living room or whatever.
I can't wait until Steve like complains to me about your decoration. I'm like, dude, that's the cat's meow, man. You gotta leave that shit alone, bro.
No, he likes it. He
no,
really likes it.
You know I'm just fucking around.
No, I know, but he really likes it because he knows it has a lot of sentimental value to me because it's kind of like not the only because the one thing that meant the most to me that was my grandmother's was stolen from me from when I was in high school. It was her favorite necklace that she used to wear, and I used it for like this Spanish project for like Day of the Dead Day or whatever.
Dia de los Muertos, girl. Get with the program. Yeah.
And so I had brought that necklace in and like put it around the picture of her and my grandfather on their wedding day, and then we had like later that evening we had like a presentation type of thing for it, and when I went back for that presentation the necklace was stolen, so I was like really sad by that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, people suck.
Some people suck.
So yeah, I was really sad, but then my mom did this little thing, so that was really nice of her to have gotten all of us that. So
yeah, it's like, so it's really fascinating to me. You and Taylor, and I think Evan has been in Massachusetts his whole life also. It's really fascinating to me, people that have been in the same place their whole life, but now you're finally, maybe not even finally, but now you're just going somewhere else and getting a different perspective, you know, like,
I mean, I'm really excited to, like, move out of state, not just because, like, I'm moving with Steve, but it's just, like, I'm fucking doing something that, like, nobody in my fucking family would ever do. Like, the farthest some of my mom's brothers live out of state, but, like, in my immediate family with, like, my brothers and shit, like, the farthest any of us have moved other than me is my brother, Sean, and he lives out in Boston.
What's up, Sean? Why the fuck do you listen to this podcast? Yeah, it's exciting. Like, I was always scared of moving because it would be every couple years, you know, army life, and I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta convince another group of people that I'm cool enough to hang out with. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, seriously. I know. I'm a little anxious to find a new group of people just because I've been in the same place for 21 fucking years.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm a little nervous, but I mean, at least, like, I have Steve, I have a sister, I have, you know, Anthony and Tika and our friend Rachel from Steve's work and stuff like that.
What's up,
like,
Rachel?
At least I have, like, some people.
Yeah, hey, can I tell you something? I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. I can't be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you'll be alright.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll be fine, and, like, I'm sure I'll make friends from work and shit, so...
Have you already landed a job where you're going?
So I have 2 interviews on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you'll get like a nice couple days to hang out, relax.
Yeah, well, kinda. I mean, I won't get to the house until like tomorrow afternoon sometime. And then I'll just go to sleep. And then Sunday, I don't really know what the fuck we're doing Sunday. But
y'all are gonna no, y'all just gonna be fucking. You know what you're gonna do on Sunday.
No, that's what he's gonna do when he gets home from Saturday night. And then for real, he was like, I was like, I'll just be in bed, just come snug to me, and he goes, oh fuck no, I'm smushing you, and I was like, oh. Okay.
Well, goddamn, Mr. Aggressive over here, huh? Goddamn. Oh man, that's cool.
It was funny. It was so fucking funny. I was like, alright, just don't expect me to be on top.
That's what I'm talking about. You're fucking hilarious.
And then, but he was like saying how, like, I guess on Sunday we're fucking gonna watch Godzilla. I was like, I don't want to fucking see Godzilla the day after I get there.
Like, go to the movies?
Yeah, the new movie.
Who the fuck likes Godzilla anyway?
You talk to him like once a week.
No, I haven't talked to Steve in like a week, but like, what? I did not know Steve was
like,
interested at all in Godzilla. What the fuck?
I was like, can we just go see like Pikachu or something again? Like, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, Steve's already seen it, and he's like, oh, I already know that so and so is this person, blah blah, yeah.
I know, and I'm like, can't we just go see that? He's like, yeah, we're gonna see Godzilla. He wants to go with like Mitch and Charlene, his friends or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm in Maryland.
Holla!
Woot woot.
Don't go through Baltimore.
Yeah, I have to go through Baltimore next.
You'll be alright. You're a white girl in a Toyota Corolla. You'll be fine.
Oh, well, no, it'll be fine. I'm sure there's not much traffic at fucking 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have about 4 hours until my destination.
Nice. But who the fuck, like... like, dude, I just got here. Let's just fucking hang out.
Wait, say what?
No, like, when you get there, you're like, dude, I don't want to go see Godzilla. Let's just fucking hang out, man.
I know. Can we just, like, lay in bed, watch a movie?
Can I fucking find a spot for my cat's meow, man? What the fuck?
I know. I know. The one thing I'm not excited about when I get there is that I literally will have to unload everything from my car, and I'm just like,
Dude, that would be the easy part for me. The hard part would be like, oh, hi, my name's Megan, and my name's so-and-so, nice to meet you. Oh, hi, my name's Megan, so-and-so, blah, blah. Oh, hi, Kareen, blah, blah. Oh, hi, my name's Megan, blah, blah.
In the house now.
Oh, okay. So that's not that bad.
Yeah, I went and visited, like, last month.
Yeah, sorry. But still, like, oh, hi, guys, I'm here now. Like, that would be the most awkward part for me. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck about unloading all my shit. Like, here's all my shit, it's going over there. For me, it's like, the weird part would be like, hi, guys, I'm here. And then, like, you gotta wake up and have breakfast with these motherfuckers the next day, you know?
I know, seriously. I'm hoping I get there before Steve has to go to work, but we'll see.
Oh, dude, yeah, that fucking... See, we were talking about anxiety. That fills me with anxiety, like... Just hearing you say that, like, oh my god, that would be the fucking worst to me.
Oh my gosh. I know. Okay.
I am really bad at making friends.
Sorry, I'm very focused. All of a sudden, I'm like,
No,
should
you're
I
good.
go into the other lane, or...
You're good.
I just want to get there.
You know what's cool about you being where Steve's PS4 is, right?
Wait, say what?
I said, do you know what is really cool about you being where Steve's PS4 is?
Oh, shit. What is that?
Oh, that sounded like a big truck.
No, I thought there was a policeman behind me, but it was just some dick bikers. I'm sorry. I totally missed your question again because I thought there was like a po-po behind me.
You're all good. Don't be sorry. I was saying, do you know what's really cool about you being around where Steve's PS4 is?
Oh, yeah.
We can podcast whenever we want.
I know. And like when he's at work, we can do our own fucking podcast.
And we can talk all shit that about him that we want, because he'll never listen to it.
Oh my gosh. I know he'll never go back and listen to it. He'll just be like, oh, how is the podcast? Oh, it's good. Yeah. Did you guys talk about? Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing. Nothing, dude. You're really cool.
Yeah. We were saying how much we love you.
I felt like I had another point to make about anxiety. I was gonna say I'm terrible at like making friends with new people. I feel like I made all of my friends by the time I was 18, and they've just slowly been falling to the wayside since then. You know what I mean? Like well, I guess you're the one exception because I feel like I could be friends with you, but like I feel like I don't try to like find new people to hang out with. I'm just like, oh, my friends are the people I went to high school with, and most of them don't talk to me anymore. I'm not trying to seem sad or anything. It's just like how I am. I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been with Steve, or I've been friends with Steve forever, and our homie Coleman, and I guess Taylor and Evan would be some of the more recent like friends, but they're not like close friends. You know what I mean? Like I know them,
they're just part of your friends group that you have.
Yeah.
No, the hardest part for me was when I lived in Belchertown. There was a mom with two girls that lived in the basement.
Whoa. Sorry, I have to stop you. I may have asked you this already, but is that where you learned how to burp so well? Did I already ask you that?
No, but it's not the first time I've heard that.
I know it. I know it must not be the first time. I'm sorry.
When I fucking was with Skylar, when we would go over to his parents and I would burp, his dad would be like, "Oh, she must be from Belchertown," and I'm like,
yes,
every single fucking time.
Yes, I remember this now. I did ask you that before. God damn it, I apologize.
No, it's all good. I just, like, you have no idea, like, and then, one time when I had to go over to drop Skylar's shit off after we broke up, I remember his dad was outside, and I had Elena's the girl that lived in the basement.
What's up, Elena?
I'll get to that in a minute. She was in the car because I was like, I'm not going by myself. So, and I like was walking back to my car after I dropped his stuff off in his car, and I burped, and his dad was outside, and he goes, "Oh, nothing's changed. She's still from Belchertown," and I'm like,
thanks,
really?
Dick. I'm going through a fucking breakup right now, you fuck.
Like, I mean, it was kind of mutual, but, like, Skylar was just really fucked up at the time, like, mentally, so, like, it was awkward.
So,
but anyways,
so Skylar is not a person that I should give a shout out to on this podcast, then?
Probably not.
Okay, Skylar, do not listen to this podcast, you fuck.
I don't think Steve would appreciate it.
I'm telling him to not listen to this fucking podcast. I don't want you listening to this, Skylar, you fuck. Anyway.
So anyways, Elena, excuse me, oh shit, am I on the right lane?
Are you in the right lane, bro?
Alright, now. Elena is this 15-year-old girl that lived in the basement of the apartment complex that I lived in.
Okay, well, I don't want this 15-year-old girl to listen to this podcast either. Go get some hobbies, Elena.
No. She's become like my little sister.
Uh-huh.
So I saw her yesterday for the last time before I left, and it was like really hard leaving her because she lives like a really rough life. She's doing a lot better, but she lived for like the whole year that I lived in Belchertown. She was going through like a lot of shit, not just like becoming a teenager and like being a freshman in high school and shit like that, but just like she had a lot of shit going on with her parents and, you know,
that's already
and whatnot.
That's already hard enough being a teenager, you know, like you're confused as fuck.
So like I helped her with like a lot of shit that whole year. So I've seen her grow as a person within the past like year and a half and stuff. So like when I left her, I was just like, this is so hard. Like I'm leaving my little sister. Like what is she going to do without me, type of thing? Because she was just like, what am I gonna do without you? Like you're the person I always go to and stuff like that. And I was like, I know. I'm sorry. but she was like cool with me leaving and shit. But she was just like, I'm coming to visit you like every month, right? And I was like, well, we'll see about every month, but I'm definitely gonna have to have her come visit.
All right,
in a month or two. So.
All right, let's get real, if you don't mind. What? Let me phrase this correctly. What balance of the scale was it like? I have to leave versus I should stay for Elena.
Definitely like it was probably like 70-25, like 75. I mean 75-25, like 75 being like I need to go and like 25 like I want to stay. Mainly 75 mainly because like I'm more of like the rebellious type of my family. I tend to go out of my
Yo.
because I was just like not happy in Massachusetts anymore, and like 25% like I want to stay just because like of the whole anxiety of like moving away from everyone and everything that I know and like have grown up with, and not knowing what it's like to live outside of Massachusetts or even Western Mass in itself.
Yeah.
But I'm like really, really happy I'm going. I think it's going to be really good for me, regardless of like it being with Steve and stuff like that. Like even if I wasn't with Steve, I still think I would consider moving out of state in some way or form, just because I think it would help me grow as an individual.
So out of the 25% that you thought you should stay, how much of that was about Elena?
Not a big percentage. I think most of the 25% was my mom. Just because I think it's scary for her, me being the only girl and being the youngest. I was really worried about her.
And your dad too. Like your dad probably played it off really cool, but he's probably really worried too, you know?
Yeah, no, he's definitely like sketch about me leaving, but he's been super supportive and shit like that. So, but yeah, no, I was more worried about my mom than anything, just because she's the more sensitive type in the family than my dad is. I still don't talk to my oldest brother, Sean. Garrett, my other brother, he wasn't like supportive, but he was just like, drive safe, text me when you get there, blah 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 blah, like the usual.
Yeah.
So that's like mainly it. Like other than that, yeah, like mainly it was just because of my mom. But yeah, Elena was probably like 3 to 5%, just because I know she's been going through a lot, especially with her mom recently. Like her mom's in and out of the hospital with epilepsy, so.
Damn.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of shit going on. And her dad lives in Maine, so it's like hard for her to like have a stable place to live without like leaving the people that she has been grown up with and stuff. So
yeah,
she's kind of like in the same boat as me. Like she's moved around a lot, but not like out of the area. She's moved around a lot in like the same area.
Yeah, well, I've taken that drive from where you guys live in Massachusetts to Maine, and that's not fucking easy to just go up there real quick, you know?
No, I mean, it depends on where in Maine you're going to, but I mean, to me, a 3-hour drive to Maine is not that bad, because I've done it so many times. I have family that lives up in Maine, so,
yeah.
I mean, I've done it so many times, it's not a real big deal to me, but yeah, but she lives way farther up in Maine, like 5-6 hours away from, like, Belchertown. So, and I don't think she'd be happy there anyways, so her dad's kind of an asshole, but whatever. I mean, she's doing good now, and she's been getting along a lot better with her mom and stuff, other than the fact that, like, her mom's been in and out of the hospital for the past couple of months, but,
yeah, like, epilepsy must be a motherfucker, man.
yeah, I mean, her mom just came home from the hospital on Thursday after having to have, like, this magnet thing put in her head, and then you, like, put something to that magnet, and it'll, like, stop an epileptic attack.
Uh-huh.
So, because, like, her mom just got her license taken away because she legally can't drive with the epilepsy now. Right. So, it's, like, really hard for Elena to, like, get around and stuff like that. And her mom, especially, like, needing to, like, go get groceries and, like, shit like that. And, like, they can't really afford anything else to, like, help them out. So, she's just kind of, like, in a weird spot right now.
Well, can I tell you something? And I'm not saying that you do feel guilty, but you can't feel guilty about just doing what you do in your life, you know what I mean? You got to just keep doing yourself, you know what I mean? And then whenever
yeah, I do have some guilt leaving, but, like, I'm more on the positive end of the spectrum than I am, like, the guilt and negative part. So
it's always looming in the background, man.
Just a little bit. But I'm sure it'll be far from my brain as soon as I get down there and start getting settled, so.
And hopefully she can come visit sometimes, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, plane tickets are not that bad if you find them with the right flights and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, like.
I mean, I can definitely get her some tickets.
The best time, I think, is like 90 days away, you know what I mean? Just get her a plane ticket 3 months in advance, and that's like the best price, you know?
Yeah, as soon as I have money. That's like up in the air right now, my financial situation.
Don't worry, Steve will pay for some shit.
Well,
he doesn't have to buy you a PS4 anymore because he already has one.
Very true. Very true. You know what was the hardest part about leaving was honestly my work, like my coworkers.
Yes, I remember us talking about this, and I was like seriously like downing for a second. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so sad."
Yeah, no, my coworkers have just been absolutely amazing. I was really sad to leave that department. They're just a great group of people that work well. There's never any drama, and we just all like to make each other laugh throughout the day, and I just like love that kind of atmosphere. So I like felt shitty leaving because I was like, I could not get a better job than this. So like
better,
I feel
better
awful leaving.
Well, sorry, better in the fact that like you love it so much, or better in the fact like making money, like better.
Well, no, that just the actual atmosphere of work. I mean, the pay could have been better, but
You loved it so much because it was so like good for you, like it felt great.
Like I looked forward going to work almost every single day.
That's fucking awesome, man. Because you know, so many people fucking cannot stand the idea of getting ready to go to work.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to go to work for the fact that I didn't want to do the work, but I looked forward going to work because of my coworkers. So this week was just absolutely fucking amazing. So Tuesday, the ultrasound tech made me peanut butter brownies, and then
Nice.
On my last day on Wednesday, the lead X-ray tech made me homemade red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting.
God damn.
I know. And then on Thursday, so my last day of work was Wednesday, but I came back on Thursday for a luncheon with everybody else, and we ordered the hanger from Greenfield.
Oh! I can't believe I'm never gonna have that again, probably. God damn it.
It was so fucking good.
Ah!
I ordered the hanger, and it was just like, just the fact that they went out, and then, get this, so, my coworker Lisa, that's the lead X-ray tech, her sister lives in Florida.
Uh-huh.
She had her sister pick up a Publix gift card, like Publix, the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
She had her pick up a $75 gift card so that way I can go get groceries when I get down there.
Dude, that's so fucking nice.
Like how, I, like, did not want to leave. I was like, you guys are so fucking awesome. Like,
well,
and I got the sweetest card. It was just so sweet.
Well, they were all telling you that they're fucking happy for you, you know?
Yeah, no, they were so excited. They were like, we're so sad to see you go, but we're so fucking excited for you at the same time. They were like, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I know, but I don't want to leave you guys because you guys are just so fucking awesome. And they are. They're so great.
We wish you good tidings on your trip. Just remember to take your meds. You'll be fine. Here's a $75 gift card.
I know, seriously. Oh my god. I know, I gotta remember to take my meds when I wake up tomorrow. I forgot twice this week. And I forgot to take them yesterday, and I was like, fuck! No wonder I'm so stressed out right now. I forgot to take my fucking meds.
Oh, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
But I remember to take them today, and I've been feeling pretty fucking good so far.
How often do you exercise?
Make you ask this question.
No, I'm genuinely curious.
Well, I did have a period of time where I was going almost every day, and I have not exercised in over 6 weeks. Not once.
Well, I'm just curious because, and I'm not a doctor here, but many people have made a correlation between just regularly exercising and having a good mood, you know?
Yeah,
and
I think it's more of a motivational thing for me.
Well, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but it seems to be the general consensus of most people that... all right, let's get into mental health.
Ooh, I gotta get gas.
It just seems like if you exercise more, you tend to just be more peaceful and are able to deal with your problems. Now, I haven't gone to recreationally, I don't even know if that's a word. I haven't gone to exercise recreationally for a long time, but I get plenty of exercise every day while I'm at work. I'm doing many physical things, and I think it kind of tends to balance me out. And we can tie this conversation back into weed in a minute. But, do you feel like after an exercising, do you feel like better?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, definitely. I feel like more, like well rested, if that makes sense.
While you're still awake after exercising.
Yeah, like I don't really know how to explain it that way, but like I feel like more well rested. Like I feel like I got all this energy out, and now I like feel better about myself, type of thing. I don't know. It's like hard to explain, I guess.
I kind of know what you're saying. I feel like after a long day of work, I feel good, but I feel like it takes 8 hours to get that good feeling like, oh, I just worked for 8 hours doing shit.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to, I just went hard for 1 hour and now I feel good. Like, I haven't done that in forever.
Okay. Sorry, I have to get gas, so I'm like trying to focus on where this exit is right now.
Dude, stop apologizing. I got like another hour in me at least.
I know, I need to stop saying I'm sorry. Steve yells at me like all the fucking time for it.
Tell him to stop yelling.
He doesn't yell at me, you know. Okay, where is the exit? I need gas. I need gas. I'm at quarter of a tank.
I don't think, Steve might yell at you for that. You should fill up at half a tank.
I know, I was going to, but then I was like, I'm doing good on time right now. And I was like, whatever.
And plus, we're on a fucking podcast. Come on.
I know, and I had to get ready for the podcast.
Podcast.
Where am I going?
No, you got this.
I just need to find a gas station.
Just type in gas. Oh, can I regale you with a story?
Sure. Hold on 1 second.
To what? My ankles?
Shut the fuck up. Oh god, you and Steve, I can't stand you. Okay, where's the gas? Okay, here's the gas.
Are you actually at a gas station?
No, I am paying attention to the signs.
Dude, can you imagine? That's what people used to have to do.
Am I in Maryland? Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
Maryland.
you're in Maryland. Land of the
Oh,
Crips.
my ass hurts. I cannot wait to get out of this car for 2 seconds. You know when you've been sitting for a long ass fucking time?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the gas station? This is like the one thing I hate about traveling is trying to find gas.
Well, dude, can I speak for a second about your ass hurting? You have like no fat on your body, so your bone is just like touching the seat right by this point. You know what I mean?
Let's see where. Oops, oh. Fast lane. That's it.
Fuck, I wish I could do air horns right now. I can't because I'm on a phone.
I can't fucking find the gas station.
It should have like a really big like illuminated sign.
Ah! Found it!
Wait, can I guess? Can I guess what gas station it is?
Do it.
Exxon.
No.
God damn it! Minus 5 points for me. What is it?
It is Shell.
God damn it! Plus 10 points to Megan for getting gas. Pow, 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 pow.
Let's get out of this store. Ooh, a Target.
Hey, let's do some light shopping while we're here.
I know. Ooh, gas is really good down here.
Steve, I found this really cool tchotchke in Maryland.
Okay. Oh, I gotta put shoes on. Shit.
Dude, you drive barefoot too? What is with these fucking people that drive barefoot?
I drive. Oh, my ass hurts so bad. Okay. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna get out. Stop fucking laughing at me.
You're so funny though. Why can't I laugh? You're fucking cracking me up, man.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm not laughing.
Hard to Shell right now, but I don't know if I have to redeem it in there.
Megan, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at what
you're laughing with me. But
No. I'm not laughing with you because you're not laughing, but I'm laughing at what you're saying because it's fucking funny. Oh, God.
Actually, I don't want to use this yet. I'm just going to use my debit card.
Shouts out to debit cards.
Okay, I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Got to. I'll entertain the podcast listeners while you're gone. Fuck, I don't have a fucking another device to play the technical difficulties. God damn it. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Let the listeners love the sound of me drinking a 40 on the air. Let's see here. This is a fun podcast. I'm excited to learn more about Megan and get to know her more eventually. I can't wait to go visit Orlando. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hot as fuck over there. I need to get a new set of wife beaters and tank tops just to go to Orlando. I'm gonna go hang out with all the Puerto Ricans over there and Cubans. It's gonna be fucking fun. Oh shit. I can hear Megan pumping gas. She chose unleaded, 87. God damn it. 89, girl, you need to choose 89. More mileage. And I am here digging on the pit. Oh, look at emerald. So we're just digging on the pit, waiting for Megan to get back. Is there any weird internet? Oh, I can't look at the internet. I'm on my phone. There are a lot of issues with doing a phone call podcast, ladies and gentlemen, because I do not have the proper equipment to just patch it into the podcast. I don't think there is proper equipment to patch a PS4 conversation into a telephone. We're doing the best we can. Hey, Dad, if you're listening, why the fuck did you even get this far? I love you, Dad. Also, we haven't had Sally Beats in the podcast forever. Well, she's been around, but like... Sally Beats, hope you're doing great. Mike Menares, Taylor, Steve, hope you guys are all doing great. That's it for my shout-outs. Dude, that was perfect timing. I just got done shouting out everybody.
Oh my god. Actually, hold on 1 second. Oh, no wonder I couldn't fucking hear you. You weren't on speaker. If you don't mind, could I call you back in like 5 minutes?
I will allow 5 minutes. Are you gonna go get a snack?
I really have to pee. So.
Dude, why don't you just go pee on this podcast like a big boy?
I'm not just gonna bring you into the fucking gas station.
Dude, you don't have to talk. Come on, this will make this podcast right now.
Oh my god.
Fine,
I'll bring you in, god damn it.
Feel free to mute me if you want.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever.
I gotta fix my car. Oh, shit. I forgot a bunch of shit just like fell when I was on the road. And I gotta fix it.
How did that ass feel getting out of that seat for a second? Oh, did you already mute me? God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, so I have to do some more shout-outs. Shouts out to Matt Bird. Shouts out to Oh My Fatal over in the Suicide Girls UK. Shouts out to J Grover Contracting. Shouts out to Maple Syrup. Everyone loves maple syrup.
My mom just texted me because I have this thing where I share my location with her. And she's like, "You've stopped?" And I was like, "Yes, I had to get gas. I said, I'm on the podcast still, or else I'd call you."
Has she ever been on a long road trip before?
Before, but like... Okay. Alright, now I gotta go pee.
Let's do it. Megan's gonna go pee-pee on the podcast like a big boy. Just like, don't touch your skin to the seat. Just kind of hover over it.
Oh no.
Just hover. Like, you got strong quads, I feel like. Just hover over it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll be good. I just gotta go pee.
Wow, that was a weird ding to go into a store.
I need that fucking key.
Oh, it's one of those where you need the key?
No, it's not. There's someone in there.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Fucking wait your turn. Walk into whatever that person ate yesterday.
Not exactly.
Dude, there was a fucking truck stop that was next to my high school, and if you went there, you would just smell whatever that person was eating yesterday every time, because it was like a major highway truck stop. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I thought there was a key. Thank you.
Dude, this is the best moment of this podcast.
Oh, this bathroom is actually not that bad. Okay, I'm muting you.
Yeah, you can mute me. Mute me. Ba 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 ba. So to all the listeners at home, Megan is going pee-pee on the podcast, but we can't hear her, and she can't. Well, maybe she can hear us. I don't know. Dude, fucking weird truck stops, man. The first time I ever bought a scratch-off lottery ticket was at that weird truck stop that was next to my high school. Fucking weird people in there, man. Just dudes trying to make it to Vegas to drop their load somewhere, you know. Weird people addicted to crack or meth trying to get back from Vegas and they stop there, you know. Fucking weird times. That was my first lottery ticket ever. It was called Big Cheese. I was with Coleman, one of the fucking co-hosts of this podcast.
Alright, I'm all set.
So, you haven't officially gone pee-pee on the podcast like a big boy, but you did go pee while we were doing a podcast. Now, I don't mean to sound perverted or anything, but what is it?
I am not doing that shit.
Dude, what is it about, like, is it a boy-girl thing? Is it like a, like, I know there's like a general privacy thing, like, hey, I don't want anyone to watch me pee. Some people are into that kind of thing, but like...
Oh, I mean, I usually wouldn't care if I was, like, home.
Right, like, you can hear me pee or whatever, like, yeah, I'm just in the other room, in the bathroom, psh, whatever.
Yeah, all good.
You want to know the beautiful thing about this podcast, Megan?
What?
No one listens to it. It's the best thing ever. It's basically for me when I turn 60. I'm just going to start listening to it and be like, oh, that's what I was 30 years ago.
Oh my god.
But, anyway.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm starting to space out now.
No, you're good, you're good.
I've been on the road for so long.
Yeah, you got road fatigue. There were about...
I'm eating some
What's up?
I'm eating some Pringles now.
Nice. That makes great audio. Once you pop, you just can't... Oh, is that an incoming call?
No, it was my Bluetooth.
Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Duh.
I had about like a dozen questions for you. I can't remember any of them right now. I do want to talk to you about weed at some point.
Okay.
Was I muted when you were talking to whoever you asked for the bathroom key? Did you just ignore me like Steve does?
I can't do like a million things at once like that.
Oh, also, that answers my question from earlier. Did you just stop in there for a snack?
No, I already had snacks.
Nice. I also wanted to tell you that one of the best tips for road travel that I've heard that actually works is drink a shitload of water because you'll always have to pee, and that'll help you stay awake.
That's what I'm doing now.
Nice. So, we're in Maryland. We're at a full tank. We just accidentally inhaled a Pringle.
No, the water went down the wrong pipe.
Not, dude. This is fucking turning out to be one of my favorite podcasts. We got Megan peeing on the podcast, even though we couldn't hear it. We got Wrong Pipe. I'm surprised we have not heard a motorcycle in this podcast yet.
Oh. Well, play with those.
And we have a mouthful of food, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, this has come full circle. I can't play my air horns right now, but pow 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 pow.
Alright, on the road again.
Can't wait to get on the road again. Fuck, I wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. God damn it.
You have to work?
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow. I told you that earlier. I would fucking stay up all fucking night and hear about how fucking crazy this road trip is. But no, I don't have to go to bed like right now or anything, but I do have to work tomorrow. I got like at least another hour in me.
I'm so sorry you have to work tomorrow.
Dude, I ain't tripping. I wish I didn't. So, cause, oh, I forgot to tell you, we were gonna do a late shift podcast whenever Steve got off work, but I have to work tomorrow. Yeah.
Well.
You sound you sound like a fucking dog trying to bark when it has a mouthful of food.
Oh my fucking.
Eat your Pringles, girl. I had like four. I had 4 or 5 stories to tell you too, but I've forgotten them all now too. Fuck, what was one story?
I'm just trying to eat my Pringles.
Which Red Bull do you have? Please don't say the summer edition.
What? No, Pringles.
Oh, I thought you were saying you had Pringles and Red Bull. They sound so similar when your mouth is full. Pringles, Red Bull.
Pringles, I have cheddar.
Which one? Which Pringles?
Cheddar.
Oh, cheddar. Cheddar. I like cheddar Pringles.
You asked me a question as soon as I stuffed my face.
No, it's good. Can I say I am a honey mustard man myself when it comes to Pringles?
I was eating it the other lane. Fuck.
Dude, fucking snacking on Pringles, lane changes. We're fucking road tripping, people. This is real life road trip. I'm so excited for you.
I'm so pumped.
You know, I can't wait to meet you.
I know. Me too.
I can't wait to finally meet you and be like, dude. Like, I whenever I meet you, I'll probably just say like, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I can't fucking wait to meet you in real person or in real life. Finally. I'm so excited for you guys.
I'm so pumped. I literally cannot wait to see him.
You're like, sorry, I'm getting a little tipsy over here, so it's hard to articulate what I'm trying to say, but you're probably the most excited person to see Steve that I've ever met. that was a joke.
You're awful.
Oh, I know. Fun times. That's fucking awesome, man. I'm glad to be here with you on your road trip. I just did this shit with Evan and Steve, and it was fun, but I think I like this more. Oh, God.
I feel like I'm really boring just because, I'm not talking a lot, but I'm just, eating my Pringles. I'm trying to get back on the highway.
Dude, this is all part of a road trip. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. Don't worry about it. Check it out, Megan. This is going to be archived, and you can go to my YouTube page and view the archive and just listen to this and see like how it was 20 years from now. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. It's all just for fun. We're just having conversations. We just record them so we can like, at least me, I'm going to listen to them in like years from now and just reminisce about shit that happened. You know what I mean? But
I don't know what I did with my headphones.
What's up?
I don't know what I did with my headphones.
Oh, come on. Now, this is just not for fun podcast.
Right.
Oh, dude, you left your headphones on the gas pump.
No, I didn't leave my... Did I leave my headphones at the gas station?
Maybe.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I thought I did. You really had me convinced. I was like, shit. Oh, I need more food. Let's see, where are my nuts? Where's my nuts? I haven't even smoked, and I all of a sudden just like have the wicked munchies.
Well, that's probably because you've been on the fucking road all day. It takes it out of you, you know?
I guess so.
Oh.
What? He's ripping the fuck.
So, let's talk about weed. I have a couple things to say about weed. Whenever you put your headphones back in.
Hold on. I need to open my nuts.
I'm holding on.
Yeah, let me get a different pair of headphones.
Oh, Miss Fancy over here. Let me get a different pair of headphones. What are you, fucking Beyonce over here with all kinds of headphones and shit? Jeez. How fancy.
Almost. Alright.
Hey!
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Cool. Alright, weed?
Weed. I am a habitual weed smoker. I don't smoke before going to work or before doing anything important, but I partake almost every evening at my home, and I have been what they call dankrupt for the past week and a half. I felt like I was going insane. I neglected all of my friends. I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I've spent most of the time that I don't have anything important to do just trying to find weed, being upset that I can't find any. I hit my boss's dab pen or vape pen or whatever you call it today. Do you call it a dab pen or a vape pen?
I call it either or.
Yeah, I hit a pen today, and I hit it like 3 times. One tiny hit, one like kind of good hit, and then another tiny hit. And I was like, wow, all is good in the world.
All is good. Oh, gosh.
I'm kind of not afraid, but like not upset or afraid, but like I feel a certain way about myself that I get in a bad mood when I don't have weed. But in another sense, I feel like maybe I should have it, because if I don't have it, then I just feel upset all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. That was me, like, the first couple of weeks, or, like, the first, like, week of when I had to quit, because in Florida, it's illegal to smoke. So, like, I have to pass a drug test for a job, so I had to quit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I've actually, the first week was shit. I slept horrible.
Did you have, did you have dreams again?
No, actually.
Huh.
I do get night sweats, like, really bad.
Dude, I've been having dreams, which is not what you said. You haven't had dreams. I've been having dreams and fucking night sweats. It's so weird.
I get night sweats, like, really, really bad.
That's why you're so
really
fucking.
weird.
That's why you're so fucking skinny. You just sweat it all out at nighttime.
Oh my god.
But it was a really weird week, like week to week and a half, man. But I have a vape cartridge coming to me within the next like 10 days, and I won't disclose the details, you know, because even though no one listens to this, we are recording. But I have a vapor cartridge coming to me. I just need to find a pen to use it with, but like I don't know how well I'm gonna do for 10. Like, I almost don't trust myself to be normal without weed. Like, I feel like I feel fine now because I had some earlier today, but like I know this sounds like an addict talking, and I was addicted to a certain drug. Have you ever heard of triple C's?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Triple C's.
No, I've never heard of it.
Do you know what dextromethorphan is?
No.
Okay, well, I was addicted to that when I was like 19, and
Is that like a pain med?
no, it's the active ingredient in most cough medicines.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was addicted to that when I was like 19 and 20, and the addiction has passed, but I felt like I replaced that addiction with an addiction to THC. Maybe not an addiction because, you know, I haven't like killed myself without it in a week, but I feel like it's hard to describe. It's like I feel good knowing that I have weed and I can smoke it whenever I want at my leisure, but I feel really bad when I don't have any weed. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get what you mean, for sure.
yeah, like if it's there, I know that it's there for whenever I need it. But when I don't have any, I'm like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, no, like, I was so excited when I went to go pick up the cartridges for Breen and Gavin. My dealer actually fronted me 8.5 grams because...
God damn.
Yeah, he fronted me because he was like, he knows that it's illegal down there. So he's like, I just want to make sure you're going to be good for when after you, like, pass your drug test.
Okay,
I was like,
okay,
dude,
so...
thank you so much.
So let me ask this question again. Where is your most prized possession in the car located right now?
In my center console. Jason jar. I do. It's gonna be great. Like, I can make like a couple skinny blunts, and like that'll fuck Steve up so bad, anyways.
Fuck
And
yeah.
then he took some hash and like ground it up in that. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna be so fucked. Like,
So it's like some brick hash, not like the oil hash, but the brick hash.
yeah.
Oh.
Kind of it's like the keeper, but like the keef, but not the keef. You know, you know.
Right, yeah, the brick hash, yeah.
Yeah. So he like ground some of that up, and then I took whatever kief that was in the grinder and put that in there as well, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so good.
God damn. Steve's gonna be like, let's go see the movies. You're like, let's just fucking smoke and see our own movie right now.
I know. I can't wait for him to, like, smoke a blunt again. And, like, I can't wait to watch, like, how fucked up he gets. Like, so pumped.
He's gonna get so high, he's gonna call me with cold feet like, dude, I don't know if Megan's gonna fit in down here, man. Like, dude, it's okay. Just ride it out, man.
It'll be okay.
I know you think you're gonna die. It'll be fine. Call me tomorrow.
It's so great. I remember the first time he smoked a blunt with me.
I remember the first time he smoked a blunt with you, too.
Yes, oh my god, we were on the phone. That's when I first met you. Oh my god. I forgot, like, he just laid in bed for, like, a straight hour, like, I'm so high. And, like, he was, like, so out of it. I was like, are you okay? Like, I was actually concerned for a little bit. I was like, are you okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm just really high. And I was like, okay. I said, do you need anything? No. He's like, I just need to chill. Like, alright, you do you, dude.
I feel like...
But I was also very fucked up that night, too.
You were just fucked up on weed?
Yeah. It was, like, the first blunt I had in a while.
I feel like... No, go ahead.
So, like, the mix of, like, the nicotine that was still left in the leaf and stuff, like, hit me.
Oh, yeah, that is a real thing, by the way. People think that that's not real. Like, oh, it's a blunt.
No,
you don't get it, blah, blah. Yeah, that's a fucking nicotine-filled tobacco leaf.
Yeah, that shit can fuck you up if you don't, like, be careful.
Hey, you're talking to a weed smoker of, like, 14 years now. I know that shit can fuck you up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've only smoked weed for, like, 2 years, but still, I know. Oh, I know.
Fucking, I feel like Steve and I are kind of the same with weed. Like, you just, like, it doesn't matter what brand of weed or if you smoke it out of a blunt or whatever, it kind of just chills me out. As opposed to, like, other drugs where you'll be up and ready to do shit. Like, no, man, weed is when you're ready to just hang the fuck out.
Yeah, and, like, I really want him to experience a bong rip.
Oh, dude. The first time I ever got high was from a bong. I thought I was never going home.
Dude, the first time I ever got high was off a fucking dab hit.
Oh, no. I've never even done one of those.
That shit fucks you up. It hurts. It burns.
I bet it fucking does.
You feel like you're gonna die. I kid you not. Like, I had to, like, leave to go into the bathroom because I thought I was, like, gonna be sick, and then I fainted on the bathroom floor.
Was it in a Shell gas station?
No. It was at Skylar's house.
I know, that's what's called a callback, Megan.
So bad. And then after that, I was, like, shaking with, like, cold sweats after, and I was like, I don't want to be high ever again. And then I took a bong rip, and I was like,
oh, this is cool.
Nah, I like this shit.
Yeah.
Let's smoke a blunt.
Dude, I've gotten too high before to where I felt like the same way, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, I don't ever want to do this again. And then you realize, well, I just took too much at one time. Like, I'm gonna be okay. It's just, you need to respect it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to not overdo it.
Like,
then it's just a waste at that point. Like, you just wasted a good time. What could have been a good time?
Right, and also, you can waste, like, a good thing on, like, a newbie. But if you're experienced in getting high, like, dude, when we were teenagers, we used to burn through, like, half an ounce a night sometimes. But if you're the first time smoking and you take a dab hit, yeah, it's kind of wasted on you because you just think you're going to fucking die. You don't know what's going on yet.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually, I like that was your first experience because you're like, You think you're gonna die, and then eventually you come back like, oh, I get it now. Like, you just need to go slow, build up your tolerance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I had taken like a tiny fucking hit too, but it just like did not end well. And then I was fine after the cold sweats went away, and then we smoked a blunt actually, and then I was fine. I was like, oh, well, maybe just dabs aren't my thing. And I have never liked dabs since.
I have never taken one. I've only seen videos of them, and I can already tell you that it's not my thing.
No, it's like, it's just too harsh. And like your chest hurts for a really, like it hurts to breathe for a really long fucking time after you like take a hit of a dab. It's not fun. I mean, you really have to build a tolerance in your body for you to be able to do it like all the time.
Yeah,
and
you got
I just couldn't.
Well, you got to think. You're taking in so much of a concentrated thing all at once. Like, if you're not used to that shit, like, I can barely hit the vape pen without having a little bit of a cough, you know? And I've been smoking weed for 14, almost 15 years now.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. Yeah, no. Because I was living with my parents, since I had to, like, get the dab pen because, it doesn't smell as bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could probably do regular dabs now. Well, not now, because I haven't smoked in a month, but...
yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, girl. Get that job first.
I gotta get that job, then the celebratory blunt. Oh my gosh, am I going into a tunnel?
Oh shit, hold your breath. Do you know that
God.
tradition? It's an old school tradition. Hold your breath through the tunnel. Oh, so you're gonna fall out of service, probably, in the tunnel.
Well, I don't know what's happening right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first, maybe the second, going through a tunnel on the podcast. Pow.
So confused. I guess we'll find out.
Just keep going south. You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm just following the signs to Baltimore. Oh, I have 8.5 more miles till I'm in Baltimore.
Nice.
Which, then DC.
Hey,
then
stop off.
Virginia.
Stop off in Baltimore and give a shout out to Shorty. He's my friend.
No. No. I'm on a mission.
You can't say hi to my friend Shouty in Baltimore?
God. Holy fuck. People are insane at driving.
The way I view driving is like no one knows how to drive, including me. So it's kind of just like a free-for-all.
I'm going the speed limit at the moment because I don't really know what's going on right now. There's like a ton of bridges and I don't know what's going on.
Right, but you still don't know how to drive. That's how you got to view it. Like, I don't know how to drive. No one knows how to drive. Let's all do this together. We're doing it.
Seriously. We're just going to get to our waypoint.
Dude, I go to Austin once every week or two, and it's fucking crazy how there's not accidents all day, every day. So, Austin was built to be like a regular town, but there are like 2 million people living in the Austin area, and it's just supposed to be a regular town. Like, it got way too big, way too quick for the infrastructure to catch up. I'm surprised that there aren't just accidents all day, every day in Austin, but I don't know.
When I was going through New York City, I was telling my mom, I was like, I never want to fucking live here, ever. I was like, I can't even imagine, like, how many, like, the amount of accidents that I, like, saw, I was just like, no, I can't do this. This is too much of a risk. I'm risking my life.
What do you think is up with people that do want to live there?
They're crackheads, obviously.
Not all of them. It can't be 100% crackheads.
Baltimore, right? Wait, am I in the... Oh, no. Okay, I'm in the right. Okay. Sorry.
Hey, is it cool? Is it cool with you if I call this podcast "Changing Lanes"?
That is very okay.
Fuck yeah! Just for Fun podcast episode 98, "Changing Lanes."
Do-do.
Pow, 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 pow. I need to write that down or else I'm going to forget it. I am, if you can believe it or not, I am drunk. Where's a marker?
Wait, what?
I said, if you can believe it or not, I am drunk. I've been drinking beer this whole time.
You're drunk. Of course you're drunk.
Just like slightly. I'm not like too far gone or anything.
I can't wait to fucking get fucked on margaritas.
You seem like a margarita girl.
Oh my god, I fucking love them because it's like you don't taste the alcohol, so you can just keep drinking them and it's great.
Right. Tequila is like a mellow liquor. And,
It is, it
and you
very
just
much
throw
is.
ice and fucking limes on it, you're fucking good to go.
I love myself a mango margarita.
A margarita.
A mangarita.
I have never had one. Hey, have you watched Scrubs?
Yes, but I never got into it.
How dare you? Sally Beats, kick this chick out of the podcast. The main dude, JD, he likes apple martinis. That's his drink. It's like a total girly drink, but he's a dude. He likes a apple teeny, and on the rare occasion, he likes a nectarine martini.
Oh my god, that's great.
Dude, you should totally check out Scrubs. Ask Steve. He'll probably play the whole series for you and be like, why aren't you laughing? No, it's...
I mean, I like this show. It's just I never got into it because, don't judge me, I'm into Grey's Anatomy, so I never
Dude.
really got into Scrubs.
Dude, I could never judge you, but what the fuck?
That's judging.
Hey, do you want me to give you my mom's phone number?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. God.
I honestly have never seen it. I don't know if I would like it or not. I've
dude,
never seen
I
it.
really think I'm going into a tunnel soon. I'm really kind of fucking freaking out right now.
Dude, you're alright. People drive through tunnels. Think about it. You're going to be like the 10 millionth person to drive through that tunnel. Is it really going to collapse on you this time? Probably not.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It could happen, but it's not going to happen.
You don't know that?
I know, but like, just think about it like this.
You know,
Think about it
my
like...
biggest fear is going through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, like the underground tunnel
Uh-huh.
that goes through 27 miles of underwater. Like, oh my god, that's my biggest fear.
Well, like, they wouldn't have made that thing if it wouldn't last for like a bajillion years, right?
Shit.
They
I think this is it. I think I'm
All right,
gonna die.
Megan,
You
just
know?
remember, you're gonna make it through it, and if you don't, this podcast is gonna get millions of hits.
Wait, where's the middle of the podcast?
I'm just fucking with you.
Is this the fucking Chesapeake? No, they would say if this was the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, right?
Yeah, they probably would have it on a sign somewhere or
Because I
something.
smell the ocean right now.
Do you smell like oysters and stuff?
I just smell seawater.
Do you smell like one of your dirty roommates after not taking a shower for a while? Sorry. I'm kidding. It was a vagina fish joke. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm freaking out. I need Steve.
You'll be all right. Hey, you can't have Steve right now, but you got the next best thing. You got me. We'll get through this together, okay?
I know. Okay,
We got this.
We got this.
Now, how close are you to the tunnel?
I don't know. I just know I have to get to an easy fix. Ugh, I kind of want to go to the beach now.
Dude, fucking take this podcast to the beach. Oh, what? You guys are close to a beach in Orlando, right?
Yeah, we're an hour away from Cocoa.
Nice. Fucking take this podcast to the beach when you guys go to the beach. Bring that shit on, man. You're going through the fucking tunnel. How close are you to the tunnel? Do you know?
I think we're getting pretty close.
Alright, so we'll probably fall out of phone contact during the tunnel because, you know, mountains and stuff.
I'm gonna die.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die. At least not in the tunnel, okay?
I need to go over here and go to the easy pass.
Whenever you get out of the tunnel, then you can start worrying about when you're gonna die. It's probably gonna be like 60 to 70 years from now. You'll be fine.
I don't think it's that long.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not that long.
me either. I was just trying to make you feel good. It's not going to be that long for me either, but hey, while we're here, let's have some fun.
Alright, went through the easy pass. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Okay.
You're going into the tunnel?
Mark, I love you if I lose you.
Megan, I love you too. You're the shit. And we will probably lose cell phone contact, but I will still be here in the call whenever you get back, okay? I promise you'll be fine.
Okay. We're
So-
going through. It's not that bad. I just hope I'm not going underwater right now.
You probably will not be going underwater. Most of the underwater tunnels are on the west coast.
No, except for the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, I said,
One.
well, like, most of them are on the west coast, so this might not be that one that you remember. You should be fine. Hey, you know, Elon Musk is gonna launch a bunch of satellites to where you get Wi-Fi all over the Earth. That shit will probably go through tunnels, too.
Well, I'm going through the tunnel and I have like full bars. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Are there any cars around you?
Yeah, I have a whole line behind me.
Give him the finger. Say, bitch, I'm
Dude,
going through this fucking tunnel, bitch.
There was this guy in Connecticut that was riding my fucking ass, and I flipped him off when he was passing me, and he had a truck, so like he opened that little back window in the back, and he just started like waving his fucking middle finger at me.
Ah!
Okay, we made it out. I made it out.
You're out of the tunnel already?
Yeah, it was all done.
Oh, that wasn't a tunnel. That was just like in Super Mario Brothers when you just go through the little drain pipe real quick.
Yeah, basically. It's harder. I thought I was going through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, though. I was like, oh my god, because like that bridge, I'm pretty sure you can see the water around you.
Dude, that would be fucking awesome.
No,
Oh well.
that would be fucking.
Well, until the day that you were in there and it broke, yeah. But otherwise, that would be fucking awesome.
I would freak the fuck out with that shit. Like, I don't like aquariums that like go up and over you. Like that shit freaks me out.
Yeah, you know.
I don't like feeling like I'm gonna have something caved in on me. That's just like not me. I can't do that.
I feel like if I was in an aquarium and it caved in on me, I would just like swim to the top or at least try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not scared of it, but I am apprehensive of it. Like, yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, wow, there's a lot of water on top of me, or in a tunnel. Like, I guess I'm just not fearful of it, but I do understand what could happen, you know? Maybe I'm just blissfully ignorant.
Shit would freak me the fuck out.
You just can't, like... oh, excuse me.
Oh, that was good.
I got another one, hold on.
Oh my god, what is going on with my thing?
Oh, I'm all burpy. Sorry, Megan. Hold on one second.
I think I'm almost to Washington.
Have you ever been there before?
Washington, yeah, way back in like 6th grade.
Yeah, I
Dude,
went.
I'm like coming up on you.
Is it getting aggressive driving again?
Shut up.
Who, me?
No, Steve, I don't know if he's ever talked to you about my road rage that I sometimes get.
Well, you just told me that you fucking flipped off a truck that was riding your ass, and he flipped you back off through his middle window.
Oh, it was just a casual thing. I wasn't, like, aggressive about it.
Oh, that was just casual. Oh, yeah, it was really casual. I flipped him off, and he rolled down his back window to flip me back off. Yeah, it was really casual.
It was just a casual, like, and then he was, like, waving it and, like as if he was going to throw his middle finger at me, and I was like, dude, calm down.
Yeah.
You were being the asshole.
Yeah, that was super casual, but I can't go pee-pee on the podcast like a big boy. Super casual.
Jeez.
I'm
so glad Steve's not on here because you two be giving me so much shit right now.
Oh, don't mistake it, Megan. I really like you. I think you're a cool person, and I can't wait to meet you, but I will give you shit until the day that I die. That's just who I am.
Oh my god. Great. Great. I have two people that are going to give me shit for this until the day they die.
Yeah, because you're probably going to outlive us. Don't fucking mistake it. But
yeah, the alcohol you both drink, yeah.
It's not just the alcohol, it's just my fucking personality. I call out any and all bullshit that I see as long as it does not impede my standard of living. Like, I will not go to... I renovate homes for a living. I won't go to someone's house and be like, oh man, you look like a piece of shit. What the fuck is up with your tchotchkes on the wall? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that because I need to make money. But I like you. I consider you a friend. So I'm going to give you as much shit as I possibly can. That's a true...
That makes sense.
Well, just for me, and I don't mean to make myself up to be a person that you should respect or anything, but just... if I like you, I'm going to give you as much shit as I think you can take. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But, so, flipping off someone is casual.
It's casual.
That was just a casual flip off on someone on the highway. But
it's casual. It's casual.
Dude, it was super casual. I just fucking flipped him off. He rolled down his middle window in the back and flipped me off and waved it. It was cool.
He was trying to throw his finger at me.
And then I pulled over at a Shell gas station, couldn't piss on the podcast, you know.
Well, I really had to pee and it sounded like a horse peeing, so I was like, yeah, we're not doing it.
That would have been even better. Jeez. No, I'm not trying to be a pervert or anything. That's just something that we do here.
No, I know. I'm not saying I'm not. That was not even a thought in my mind that you were a pervert, so.
I wouldn't care if you did think I was a pervert. So, speaking of being a pervert, I'm about to go pee-pee on this podcast like a big boy.
Are we seriously still on the podcast?
Yeah, it's been like an hour, almost 40, I think.
Oh, I thought we were done.
I mean, we can be done whenever you want.
I thought we had left it. I thought you were like, can we end this podcast? I was like, sure.
Oh, it was probably a joke. I don't remember even saying that.
Alright.
No, I still got like 32 ounces of beer in me. Or to go.
Wait, are you going to review a beer?
I am not going to review a beer. I only have one beer left, and it's called Birthday Bomb, so I'm saving it until the closest podcast we can have until my birthday, which is July 11th, so about a month and a half. But I am out of other beers. I mean, I can review this Miller High Life if you want.
That's okay. I think I get enough of that from Steve. Him and his fucking High Life.
Well, see, what I did was I got home and I texted you I had to relax for a minute. I texted you shortly after I got home. So I was like, let me go to the store. Let me get a fucking Miller High Life, man. You know what I mean? Like
I get you.
Yeah, I already had a beer. I was just chilling, relaxing with a beer. A Colt 45, actually. And I was like, let me go get a Miller High Life real quick. And so that's what I'm drinking now. And can I tell you, Megan, It is the champagne of beers. It's quite delicious.
I know, I do like my Millers, that's for sure.
I just wanted a nice, easy drinking beer. Fucking. Oh shit! I have more than 32 ounces of this beer. I have like 38 ounces of this beer.
Oh shit!
We can podcast again for a minute, man. We're chilling. We're an hour and 45 in. How fucking fast did this go? Right? You know what I mean? It's already been almost 2 hours.
Seriously, already?
Yeah, it's been an hour and 40. It's almost been an hour and 46 minutes.
And Steve gets out of work and probably not till midnight, but he'll at least call me, hopefully. He better fucking call me. I'm gonna be so mad if he doesn't.
Well, sorry, I thought of a fucked up. Not to make this like a charity case, but I'm sure we will. You'll have a solid support system for your drive down there. You know what I mean?
I know, you guys are just gonna work in shifts. And then he'll call me again. No big deal.
We're gonna work in shifts. God, you are fucking funny, man. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yo, let me call Mike Menares, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait until we have a podcast with you, and Mike Menares. Me, you, and Mike Menares. Oh my god. I think you're gonna fucking love him.
Well, I've talked shit to Mike, just not in person like this. Do you not remember the whole dumbass thing?
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh. How is Mike? How's he doing?
Sorry. Hold on 1 second. Ugh. You made me laugh so hard that it triggered.
Out of breath?
No. It triggered my gag reflex. Ugh.
All good there, bud?
I'm all good. But you made me laugh so fucking hard that it triggered my gag reflex and made me want to throw up, but
Oh god.
there's no, don't worry, I won't throw up. It just made me want to throw up for a second because I think when I laugh so hard, it just like it makes the motion of my stomach rapidly retracting and contracting. It makes my body think that I need to throw up, but I don't need to.
Well, I heard you and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with him?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you made me laugh so fucking hard, I almost threw up involuntarily.
Oh my god.
I haven't talked to Mike in a while, since last Wednesday, so a week and 2 days.
Oh shit.
But I guarantee that us three on the podcast is gonna be a fucking riot.
Jesus Christ. Bring him on.
That's what I'm saying. I think today's Friday. He's still at work.
Loser.
What's really cool though about Arizona is that they don't do daylight savings time. So he's.
I know.
But what's really not cool about Arizona is that they. Oh shit. What's really not cool about Arizona is that they don't do daylight savings time. So he's currently 2 hours behind us. But in the winter months, he's only 1 hour behind us. So that's when we do the most podcasts.
Oh my god. No, he's only an hour behind you.
Oh yeah, 2 hours behind you guys. But right now he's 3 hours behind you guys.
Yeah, shit.
Should get his shit together. right before Steve goes to work?
No, 2:45 this morning.
Oh. And
Yeah,
then,
I'm stopping halfway in North Carolina and sleeping, so.
hey, I'm not that drunk. I remember.
Okay, Mark.
Hey, it's only been almost 2 hours. I remember stuff from 2 hours ago. All right.
Do you?
Yeah, I have. Before today, I haven't had weed in like a week and a half. I remember stuff.
I think you only remember that because that's constantly on your mind.
Dude, can I tell you? I've been functional, but I've just been thinking about like, dude, I need to fucking have some weed in my system. Like I was saying earlier, like I'm not to the point of being like psychotic, but it's almost like I'm obsessed. Like I need to get some kind of fucking THC into my system to feel right. And it might be some kind of withdrawal because like I said, I have been smoking for 14 years now, you know?
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't get Steve smoking that early.
Oh, dude, can I tell you? Oh, another funny anecdote. I do not remember any of the other anecdotes that I wanted to tell you, but here's one. Steve came to see me. So, when Steve and I were 16 years old, he lived in a place called, well, he didn't actually even live there. It was called Silver Valley. No, not Silver Valley. He'll tell you the right name of it. But he lived about an hour 15, an hour 30 drive from me. And he came to visit me back on the army base that we lived at together. And he came one time, we were both 16, and he was so upset at the fact that I was smoking cigarettes. And I had also smoked weed at the time, but I was smoking weed and cigarettes with some people that I introduced him to. He sat, you know how some parks have like different sections to a park, and there's different like tables and stuff around like a big playground, like a park for kids and stuff?
Yeah.
We would go there at nighttime because of course no kids were there. We would go there and smoke weed and cigarettes and stuff. He was so upset with me that I was smoking weed and cigarettes that he sat at a table that was like 30 to 40 feet away from the table that I was sitting at, and I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, hey man, why don't you come? We've hashed it out since then. He was like, man, I just always thought of you as this person, but then you turn into a different person, blah blah blah. You know, we hadn't seen each other in like a year, but like it's always one of those things I think about that's really funny. And then now I look at Steve and he's like smoking cigarettes and smoking vapes and stuff, and I'm like, dude, you're the fucking guy that was mad at me. I just got on the train early, you know what I mean?
Seriously, that's why I call him a piece of shit.
Right. Fucking piece of shit.
Gosh.
No, that was a funny time though, because after we were all hanging out at the park and Steve was all mad at me and stuff, I was like, hey, so should we just go back to my house then? Because he was staying the night at my house, so we just went back there. We just went back there and hung out and pretended like nothing happened. I was waiting the whole time for him to be like, so why do you smoke cigarettes now, or why blah blah blah, and we just hung out.
My god. Yeah, now he just like, I give him so much shit for smoking cigs though, just because like, he always talks about like how such a bad habit it is, and I'm like, then stop fucking buying them, dude. Like,
dude, it's a bad fucking habit.
It is, and occasionally I will smoke one with him. I shouldn't, but I do.
Occasionally I will smoke like 10 of them during a podcast, and I know I shouldn't, but I do. No, I get it. It's not good for you, but I fucking love it. Newport Shorts, baby.
Oh, yes.
Do you like those 27s also? The Marlboro 27?
Hold on a second. I'm just looking to see what the next fastest route is. Okay. So, okay.
Surprise!
Anyways,
Surprise! We're going through West Virginia. Get your boots on.
No, I mean, like, it was telling me that traffic is getting worse, and it was adding more time, and I was like, what the fuck?
Are you using Waze?
No, I'm using Google Maps because Waze is not wanting to calculate how to get to the North Carolina Welcome Center. So I was like, okay, fuck that shit then. I'm just going to use Google.
Well, Waze will tell you where to go to where no one will ever look in your center console.
Wait, what?
It was a joke. I said Waze will never... Waze will tell you where to go to where no one will ever look in your center console.
I know.
Holla. Anyway, about cigarettes. Do you enjoy the Marlboro 27s also?
I mean, I'm not really a Marlboro fan. I really like the all-natural American Spirits the most. I know they take longer to smoke, but it doesn't feel as harsh on, like, my throat and my lungs.
Right. So when you go on a 30-minute break at lunch, you're just like, let me have one cigarette.
I mean, I've never bought a pack of cigarettes before. So, like...
Wait, what?
No, I've not, because I try not to smoke.
Okay. Can I tell you something? That, you have to remember that, because that is one of your things. Whenever you play Never Have I Ever, I have never bought a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, I've never bought a pack of cigarettes.
That is one of your fucking things, Megan. Don't ever buy a pack of cigarettes.
I don't plan on it. I just plan on snitching some for Steve.
I've never smoked an American Spirit either. Like I just never have.
I like them just because they're just not as harsh, and like the nicotine rush isn't as like intense.
Okay.
Because there's not all that chemical shit.
So the cigarette that I love is like the dab of cigarettes. Can you guess what it is?
Oh God. What?
Newport Shorts.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy. That's my shit. Newport Shorts are so good, I don't even notice how bad my breath smells. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Dude, I'm almost into Washington.
That's what's up. Say what's up to Abraham Lincoln for me. Oh, I was going to say, I did go to Washington when I was a child. I think I was probably 11 or 12. I went to see the Lincoln Memorial, Washington Memorial, and all that shit. I was too young to appreciate it.
You mean Washington Monument?
Yeah, sorry. Not the memorial, the monument. The one that Spider-Man climbed up. Yeah, that one.
Oh my God. Spider-Man climbed up.
Yeah, I saw the White House and all that shit. I was like, okay. Because, I was like 11 or 12 or whatever. I don't fucking, I don't even know what this shit is. I just wanted to get back. So I used to go visit my aunt in Pennsylvania every year and a half, 2 years or so when I was young. And one time we took a trip to Virginia, Virginia and Washington, D.C. Not West Virginia. Virginia, Washington, D.C. And we went to see all the monuments and shit. And I was so obsessed because one of my great uncles in Virginia was like, hey, I'll get you a joystick for your computer that you can play at home. And that's all I was thinking about at the time. But yeah, I saw all that shit. It's whatever.
Yeah, I went when I was in 6th grade. I don't really remember it. But my mom, wants to go again. So I was like, yeah, we can go sometime when we have money.
How about this, Mom? You go to Virginia, Washington, D.C., you get a PS4, and we'll podcast while you're there. You can tell me what it looks like.
No. She doesn't even understand. I was telling her, that I was on the podcast with you. And she goes, okay. And I was like, yeah, so I can't call you right now, Mom. She's like, Oh. I was like, yes. But someone is on the phone with me as I'm going to the bathroom, don't worry.
Ah!
Well, because when I go on long trips like this, I call her every time I have to, like, take a break and, like, go to the bathroom, and I bring her into the bathroom with me, so in case, like, something happens to me, at least someone knows.
Wait. So you're saying you let your mom hear you pee on the podcast like a big boy, but you won't let me?
It's my mother.
How rude.
Oh. Shove it somewhere where the sun don't shine.
Oh, like in my bedroom? Hey, boom, pepper. No, I get it.
Man, it is busy as fuck at 11 o'clock at night down here.
You know, I also know 911.
Oh my god. Yeah,
like, everyone knows that.
oh shit, I gotta get into this thing. Oh shit. There's so many cars out, like, what the fuck? What is this?
Everyone's going to Florida to see Steve, man. You gotta beat him.
Oh my god. He wishes. Okay. Where are we going? My route just changed. So I'm like, what's going on?
What
All
is
right,
going on, man?
Washington, Richmond, let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty. Oh my gosh, there's a car stop right there. This is intense. Not like camping.
God damn it. Did he tell you that joke?
He said it way too many times.
God damn it. I was hoping
That's
to sneak that in there somewhere. God damn it.
I'm really good at catching myself.
You know, I fucking came up with most of the jokes that he tells, but that's one that he came up with. It fucking annoys the shit out of me whenever I say intense.
Oh my god. I hate it when he says that. I hate it when he says, hold on to what? My ankles? And then another thing that I really hate that he says is, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
All right,
those are
well,
my three phrases that I absolutely hate.
Well, Megan, can I tell you that two of those three
are from you?
Yeah.
Yes, I know they're from you.
Would you like to know the origin of Hold On to My Ankles?
No.
Okay, well, to the podcast listener at home, I'll make this quick since Megan doesn't want to hear it.
No, I'm kidding.
Steve used to tell me to hold on all the time. And then one time I thought, like, what should I hold on to? And I was like, oh, let me hold on to my ankles like someone's fucking me in the ass. Like, holding on to... Hold on to my ankles. Steve...
Hold on to what? My ankles? It makes me want to punch him every single time he says it. Like, I'm like, every time he says it, I just go point blank silent. I'm like, fuck you. It drives me up a fucking wall. That one is like the one that absolutely like pisses me off so bad.
Well, you know, Megan, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the one. So our homie Mike Menarez, that's the one that he gets pissed off at the most. Well, you know, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on, fool.
Oh my god.
God, I fucking love it so much.
I could just...
Is that like
So angry.
that's like one of the things that you're like, oh my god, my family does this, I just have to deal with it. Like that kind of shit.
I always have to tell myself, okay, Megan, you love this guy. You love him dearly. Do not let this ruin your relationship.
Oh
there are
my
other
god.
better qualities than this right now.
I mean,
Oh my God.
he's got a nice chin, a good mustache. Who cares if he likes being pissed off better than pissed on, you know?
Oh my god. You're rising up a fucking wall. Christ.
Fuck, I'm trying to come up with a joke about being driven up the wall versus being driven down the wall. I can't think of one. You said it drives you up the wall. Better than walking up the wall, right? Oh, tear.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I can't with either of you. It's just I'm done. I'm done.
Dude, I feel like you'd be so good at riffing. Like, I mean, obviously you're really stressed right now, but like, once we get into the groove of things, you're gonna fucking make. You've already made me die laughing like 4 times tonight. You're gonna be a fucking joke fiend.
I'm just gonna be coming out with a roast. No big deal.
Dude, you can ask anyone that I talk to. You can roast the fuck out of me no matter what. I love it.
I love it. That's what we're gonna give you for your birthday. We're gonna give you your own roast.
Dude, what do you think everyone did on my last birthday? We had a podcast. We had a podcast, and basically everyone made fun of me for 2 hours. It was amazing.
Wait, you have to come for Steve's birthday. We can do a roast for him.
Dude, I don't know if I can come for Steve's birthday. And also, the only roast joke I have about Steve is that he's very punctual. Like, if he tells you he's gonna be there in 7 minutes, he'll be there in 7 fucking minutes.
He'll be there in 5 minutes.
No, he's very punctual. He's like, I'll be like, if someone says, I'll be there in 10 minutes, that means they're gonna be there in 30 minutes. If someone says, I'll be there in 5 minutes, they'll be there in 10 minutes. But if Steve says, I'll be there in 7 minutes, he's gonna be fucking there in 7 minutes. Like, he's very punctual. You know what I mean?
He's such a dork.
Dude,
is.
he is such a dork. I love him so much.
I know. He's the best. He is the best. I can't wait to finally fucking get there.
I can't wait for you to finally fucking get there too. I'm so happy for you guys. I can't.
I need my Steve.
I need you to have your Steve too.
Oh my god.
I have no other like roast jokes for Steve though. Like,
No?
not really. Like, he's a good dude. Like, there's like the mustache, but everyone else likes it except for me. Like,
I know. Remember the one time I was like, it tickles. And you
Oh, holla! Hey!
Oh my god. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like,
I had to text that in the chat. And when you saw that, you were like, oh my god. Oh, I think Mike was on that podcast too. No. It was Taylor and... Who was it? It was Taylor and...
Sally
Man,
Beats.
it's getting cold. Oh, I just got a shiver. Oh my god.
It's getting colder as you go south?
No, like I had the AC on in my car and now I want the heat. I got cold. No, it's 77 out right now and I'm in Maryland.
Oh, dude, that sounds beautiful. It's like fucking 90 degrees here.
Oh my god, I can't wait for it to be 90 degrees.
Okay, weird person.
I hate being cold. I absolutely hate being cold. I hate it.
I I prefer the colder weather. Excuse me. I prefer the colder weather because you can always layer up. But
no. I'm the type of person who would fucking rather be in a bathing suit in their underwear all the time than have layers on me. I feel so claustrophobic.
right, but what happens when it's too hot to wear a bathing suit? You can't just take it off everywhere.
Sure, I'll be a nudist. It's all good.
Well, good thing you're going to Florida. Shit.
Oh my god, I know.
I would rather it be cold and then you have to layer up. Also, I need to lose a bunch of excess body weight, and it's easier to lose body weight in the cold
Oh my god.
because it's not so fucking hot outside. What the fuck were we just talking about?
Roast?
Yes, I have nothing to roast Steve on. What else could I roast Steve on? I made a great meme one time about how Steve and Mike always tell me that I interrupt their stories. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it's a fucking bad story. Because they like to go on like a 10-minute diatribe about something with no interactivity. And the way that I prefer stories is like the way we've been telling stories, where you'll say something and I'm like, oh, well, what about that? And then we'll get to the bottom of the story, questions. And I made a story. Have you seen the meme of white guy and black guy shaking hands? And then it's like a Venn diagram. In the middle, they come to a common conclusion.
No.
Anyway, I made a meme here. I can probably, I think I have it saved on my phone. I'll send it to you.
Well, I'm not going to look at it right now, but...
I'll send it to you anyway. Welcome back to Mark Sends a Meme to Megan on Just for Fun podcast. But but it's basically, oh shit, now I have to look through all my fucking pictures to find this meme. It's gonna take forever. So,
well, don't make so many fucking memes, Mark.
I just have a bunch of pictures. So it's basically one hand, it's two people shaking hands, and one hand is people who have hemorrhoids, which is Mike, because he has a hemorrhoid that he won't. Yeah, he won't go get it checked out. He's very.
I just saw this humongous thing of lightning.
It was probably Mike's hemorrhoid. How serendipitous.
Wait, I gotta look this shit.
Oh, dude, I got a bunch of fucking memes with Steve and Mike in them.
I am in Hyattsville, Maryland, and it just says mostly cloudy, but I swear to God I just saw a fucking flash of lightning. Oh, no.
Sorry, I just sent you a meme. You don't have to look at it now.
I didn't plan on it. Should I?
You're fucking funny,
I just
man.
get there and go to bed.
I know. How far off are you now?
I'm still 3 hours away.
3 hours away.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm hoping Steve gets off work soon, and then he can talk with me for a little bit, hopefully. And then I can go to sleep for a little bit.
What was it? What was the? Oh yeah, we're taking shifts.
You're taking shifts, yeah.
God, you are fucking funny, man.
You guys take shifts of how to keep Megan awake.
Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
The what?
The Big Lebowski?
No.
Okay, ask. Oh, Steve doesn't like it either. He's a fucking twat. Dude, you guys should watch The Big Lebowski whenever you guys are together. It's one of the best movies ever.
Oh my god.
But there's a part where Lebowski, not the big Lebowski, but regular Lebowski, gets his car. He gets his car stolen, and then the LAPD informs him that his car has been found, and he's like, "Well, so are you guys gonna find out who did this?" Blah blah. And then the LAPD officer is like, "Yeah, man, we've got a whole task force working on it, fool. They're working in shifts, man."
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
Dude, there's fucking dry lightning right now. It's so weird.
dry lightning?
Yeah, like heat lightning. You know, like it's not storming out, but there's like a ton of lightning because it's humid.
Oh.
Yeah, heat lightning. That's what I meant.
Is that like a term that you coined?
What?
Is that a term that you coined? Like, you just call it that?
No, it's like when it's not storming and there's just clouds and there's lightning, it's called heat lightning. It's not storm lightning.
Oh. I have coined a couple weather terms in my life. One of them is called a sun shower, where it's like the sun is out but it's still raining. I call that a sun shower. I was wondering if that was like the same thing.
I think I've heard of that before, actually.
Oh, maybe I'm a fucking asshole. Heat lightning. I feel like all lightning is probably pretty hot.
No, but it's just because, look, just Google it. Heat lightning. It's just when there's lightning, but it's not raining, it's not doing anything. It's just like, it's just so hot out that there's thunderheads, but there's no like condensation. There's no rain.
How far away is this lightning?
Oh, it's like several miles away from me. I can just see it flashing in the clouds.
But it's dry where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's like wet where the lightning is then.
I don't know.
So it's like, yeah,
We'll
man,
find out.
we had a bunch of heat lightning, but like it's dry where you are, but it's really like 10 miles away and they're wet as fuck.
My God.
Sorry, anyway, like I said, I try to make a joke out of everything.
I know, Steve keeps saying, you're going to get sick of my jokes one day and leave me because of it. And I'm like, whoa, calm
Steve
down.
said that? He said that to you? You're going to get sick of his jokes?
Yeah. I was like, you might get annoying from time to time, but I said I wouldn't, like, get mad at you for it.
Okay, well, Megan, let me tell you. First of all, most of his jokes come from me, so don't get mad at him. It's all me.
Get mad at you.
It's all me.
What the fuck? Not you, some asshole on the road. He, like, sped up and then just slowed down all of a fucking sudden and then just sped up again. I was like, what?
Were there any middle fingers exchanged? Like casual middle fingers?
No. They were in the other lane.
Oh, can I tell you a joke that I told Steve the other day?
Sure.
Well, it's probably a week ago. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a burp. Sorry, 1 second. I had a weird burp. So, I was on the phone with Steve the other day while I was with my friend Justin, and me and my friend Justin were talking with my mom, and for some reason alcoholism got brought up, and we said something about how we don't drink as much, but like I was like fucking around with my mom, like, oh, I don't drink as much alcohol as you drink coffee or something like that. And she was like, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. And you got to think, Steve is in my ear, like in my headphones the whole time on the phone. I was like, she said, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. And I was like, Mom, that's like the pot calling the kettle nigger. And Steve was laughing and laughing and laughing. Oh, thank you for laughing at that. That's one of my favorite jokes. I actually fucking came up with that joke. Thank you so much.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you're insane.
thank you so much for laughing at that.
You're very welcome.
Now, it's like one of those things where it's like, the guy that says, I'm not racist is probably the most racist. I'm really not racist. But I thought it was a really funny joke.
I feel like you talk about this every single fucking podcast. I'm really not that racist, but let me just tell you this racist joke real quick.
Oh, dude, you should listen to our last podcast. I almost made Mike quit because I was telling so many racist jokes. It was really fun.
Poor Mike.
So let me state again, I do not discriminate against anybody for their heritage or ethnicity or color of their skin, but I think it's really funny to make jokes about it.
Oh my god.
I can't.
I can't help it.
Do you have a favorite joke about white people? Because you've probably met more white people than anyone that I'll ever meet. Like, more white people.
Oh god. Not really. I don't really make a lot of racist jokes.
What about, like, your ethnicity, though? Like, do you have anything about your ethnicity that you think is funny?
Not really. Hold on, I gotta get to this late. Okay. So.
One of the great examples is from around 2004, 2005, when Chappelle's Show was around, and Dave Chappelle pretended to be a white person in a skit. That was really fucking funny. When he was a black guy pretending to be a white person, it was fucking hilarious. That's like the kind of vein that I like about humor. Like, I guess we're still in the place in the world where white people can't make jokes about other ethnicities, but everyone can make fun of everyone else and white people. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I don't know. I just like don't go down that route.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I just don't. I'm just like, I'd probably be that dumb bitch that makes something horrible and then, whoa, I did not know this lane merged.
You alright?
Alright, we Gouda.
See, that's some white people shit. We Gouda, like cheese. White people shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
You are a racist after all. Thank you. God damn it, that answered my question. Anyway.
Okay, where are we?
Where are you, bro?
Oh, this is a copper. This is a copper. Where are you going, copper?
Oh, shit.
But I don't want this exit only. I just wanted to get out of that copper's way.
Dude, you know what you need to do when a cop is behind you? Pretend like it's a regular ass car and you'll be fine.
Well, I just wanted to get out of his way because his lights are going off. I don't even know if this is a copper. Like, I'm so confused. They aren't red and white. They aren't red and blue yet. They're like, I don't know what it is.
Like the orange and white lights?
They're just orange, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're fine.
I don't know.
If you do get pulled over, definitely don't tell them about your center console.
Obviously. Oh my god. I don't really know where I am, though. I'm gonna be in Virginia soon. I just want to get through fucking Virginia.
Wait, I thought... So you've already been through Washington?
Yeah, I just went through it, but I'm waiting to see, because on my Google Maps it shows me where like state lines are and stuff, so I'm waiting for the Maryland and Virginia state line to show up somewhere.
Holy shit, so we've been through like 4 fucking states in 2.5 hours.
No, I was in New Jersey when you called, then I went through Delaware and then Maryland. So really just 3.
Right, but you're about to get through to Virginia. Wait, I thought you were in Virginia.
No, I'm not in Virginia yet. I'm still in Maryland.
Dude, that's fucking trippy, man. You know, where I live, it takes a minimum of 6 hours to get into another state.
Oh, Jesus.
I live smack dab in the fucking middle of Texas. But
I'm so sorry.
I'm not. You don't need to be sorry. I chose this for myself. I'm not a Texan. I just live here. You know.
I just live here.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not a Texan. I just live here.
So where were you born?
I was born in Pennsylvania in Kingston, which is in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area.
Yeah. I know where Kingston is.
Damn, holla at your boy. You know where Kingston's at?
Oh, I've driven through Wilkes-Barre before.
Oh shit, that's where I was born at, man. And so my dad was 16 when I was born, and he figured that the best option for himself was to join the military. So I moved from there to Georgia until I was 4. We moved to Washington until I turned 5 in Washington State. And then I turned 11 in California, and I lived there until I was almost 20, and then I moved to Texas.
God damn. So
Yeah.
did you and Steve meet when you were in California?
Yes, we met in California, but it's really funny. We lived in Washington State at the same time, but we lived about 10 miles away from each other and never met. We lived there for about 4 years each, and we never met. We lived about 5-10 miles apart, and then we met in California. Yeah, we went to the same middle school.
Oh, shit.
And then I moved to California in 2001, and I believe Steve moved there early 2001 or late 2000.
Gotcha.
And so we met in middle school, became friends, and he moved from the army base out about, like I said, an hour and a half away or whatever, when his mom met Gary, because Gary used to live out there also.
Oh,
And,
right.
So he moved out into the desert, so when Steve and I met, we lived in the desert, but they moved out further into the desert. And so we saw each other every once in a while. Then Steve moved back to Washington State to live with his cousins and stuff. Meanwhile, I stayed in California. And then I stayed in California when Steve moved to Massachusetts. My parents moved to Texas while I was still in California. And so I went on a very long road trip with Steve from California to Texas while he was on the way to Massachusetts.
Oh, shit.
I went back to California, and a year and a half after that, I moved to Texas because my parents divorced, and I basically lost. We can get into it on a different podcast, but I had nothing left in California, so I moved to Texas because my parents were getting divorced, and I wanted to help support my mom. So I live here now. My mom and I live together. And I've heard all the jokes before, like, oh, you moved back into your mom's house and stuff. I actually help support my mom living here in Texas. But, yeah, and then now Steve's in Florida.
Now Steve's in Florida.
Yeah, that was like basically how it went. We met, Steve and I hung out so much in California when we were young. It was a great time, man.
Well, that's good. And you guys have been friends ever since, so.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's been a
I
great
wonder
time.
what all these people think of a Massachusetts person being here right now.
Fuck them.
Did you just say fuck them?
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck what they think.
Oh my god. I was just curious.
Well, they probably look at your license plate and like, oh, this person doesn't know how to drive, and you're looking at them like, dude, you don't know how to fucking drive, asshole.
Pretty much.
Oh, this fucking person doesn't even have a bracket on their license plate. What are they, some fucking Massachusetts?
Oh my god.
You flip them off out the window like, it's fucking illegal! It's illegal in Massachusetts, bitch!
Oh my god.
I saw, and it is a person that I have dealt with, this person that I'm remodeling their home. This person has a license plate bracket that says, in case of rapture, this car will be unmanned.
What?
That's what it says.
That does not make any sense whatsoever.
In case of the rapture, this car will be unmanned. As in, if the rapture happens, I'm going to be called up to God, and this car will be unmanned.
My god.
Yeah. Anyway, how do we get on that topic, that vein of conversation?
I don't remember.
You asked me where I was born. That's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, I still have a lot of family in Pennsylvania. I rarely talk to one of them. Army life is fucking weird, man. Like, I did not ask to be born into the Army life. I definitely could have done better to stay in touch with family back home. I guess I didn't, I guess as a young child, it didn't seem important to me because I was just so focused on what was going on in front of my face, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm basically like the opposite of what you are. Like, I am not close with any of my extended family. Like, I barely even talk to my dad. I think that he thinks that I resent him, but I really don't. I love my dad so much, but I am not close. I'm close with one of my aunts because she would come visit every year, but she was the kind of aunt that would come visit every year and just shower us with excuse me. She would come visit us every year and just shower me and my sister with presents and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of don't even really know who she is. She's just kind of like that lady that comes and gives us presents, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I kind of tried to adopt close friends into my family. Like, that's where Steve comes in. I consider him like a brother. But I don't really, I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care about it. I talked to Steve about this also. I often wonder what my life would have been like if I had just grown up in a town with all my family. Like, what that would have been like. But, you know, my dad was 16 when I was born, and he decided, hey, this would probably be a good thing for our family. Just join the Army, have a stable income, go see the country. And I'm not mad at him or anything. Like, I got to see a lot of cool shit. We went to see Mount Rushmore. We went to see the Grand Canyon. you know, all kinds of cool shit, but I often wonder what my life would have been like if we had just grown up in the town that my parents grew up in. I don't know.
I mean, for sure. Oh, there's a route that's faster. Hold on.
To what?
Shut up.
Notice how I did not finish the rest of the joke. I don't know, man. These are the things that I fucking wonder about, though. Like, what would that have been like? Like, I don't regret how I grew up. I had a great childhood. I can't complain. Like, I never starved, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Sorry, my GPS is just being really wonky right now. Okay, we're good. I don't know what just happened. It was just wanting me to make a U-turn, and I was like, what?
What do you think about your childhood? Do you have any... do you have any... Like, it's hard to... It's hard to say, like, Mom, Dad, you should have done this better. You know what I mean? Like...
Like, what do you mean?
Do you have... like... I feel like my dad was a little bit hard on me because he got into the military at 16, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any feeling like...
I think my parents were just super conservative. Like, I grew up in a very conservative Baptist home. So, like, and then, like, my brothers were homeschooled and I wasn't. So, like, growing up in a public school system and having a very conservative family was just, like, very difficult. So, like, my mom was just really harsh all the time. But, like, I think I was just in her nature anyways because my parents are also, like, old enough to be my grandparents. So...
How old are your parents?
They're both in their 60s.
Wow.
So,
Well, so they did their whole thing with your older siblings, and then when you came along, they're like, let's just, like...
let's just give up.
I was going to say that, but that sounded kind of mean, so I didn't want to say that.
No, they didn't give up. It was just like...
Send her to public school.
I think it was just... My mom said that she could just tell that it wasn't going to work with me to be homeschooled, I guess. I don't know. So they sent me to public school, and I was never homeschooled, ever. So I don't know.
So, well, they can't be surprised that you want to fucking, like, go out and do your own thing.
Yeah, like, I don't think it surprised them. I think it just pissed them off more than, or my mom especially, because she was just like, we didn't raise you to be this outgoing. Like, I don't know.
You're supposed to fucking stay here forever.
You're supposed to take care of me here. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think they were hoping for a girl? Like, did they plan to have a pregnancy for you?
No, I was not planned.
Yeah, me either. So I can kind of identify with that. My dad was My dad was 16 when I was born. I was not planned, so I'm with you there, sister.
My mom was 39 when she had me.
I mean, some people plan, some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely not planned. What's that?
Your mom is like, What's your dad's name?
Rick.
Your mom is like, Rick, fuck me. One day our girl's gonna be on a podcast.
Oh my god. No. His dad. Oh, I'm almost back up to 95. Okay, cool.
Yeah, dude, I definitely have, like... I'm very, like, conflicted with my parents because they never did anything to hurt me, but I kind of feel like they weren't ready to have children, so they just kind of, and I don't hold it against them at all. Like, I feel like I should have been able to use the resources that I had to be a great person, but I kind of feel bad because my parents just, like, were kind of, and I'm fucking, like, twitching while I'm saying this. It's so fucking, I feel like my parents were just, like, kind of thrown into the situation of, like, oh, you have a kid now. You know what I mean? Like...
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, you have to grow up now.
And like I said, my dad was 16. He wasn't ready to grow up. Like...
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, that shit just happens now. Like, it's kind of the norm now for 16-year-olds to get pregnant. It's kind of like, I'm not saying that, like, you were a mistake, but it's just
No. You don't have to sugarcoat it, Megan. I was a mistake. It's okay. I talked to my dad about it before. It's alright.
But they still love you.
Oh, yeah. My parents love me, yeah.
It's not like they, like, resent having you or regret having you, so...
Oh, there might be some of that, though, you know? I'm not trying to sound like a sorry sap case to you or whatever.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But, I mean, like, now, I think... I mean, because you have younger siblings, right?
I have one younger sister, yeah.
Oh, well, see, like, at least they had, you know, kids in general. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, we can do another entire podcast about the relationship between me and my sister. Dude, we should do that for our next one. Let's talk about me and my sister.
Sounds good.
I would fucking love it.
I'm down.
I'm fucking down. There was... I fucking forgot what else I was gonna talk to you about. God damn it.
Oh my God.
I was gonna bring up something else. I forget. But yeah, I just think, like, it would be... I would love to just take a glimpse into the universe of what it would have been like if my parents just stayed in the town that they were from, and what my life would be like if I was raised in that town. You know what I mean?
You may not have met Steve, though.
Well, yeah, I know that, but it's just like, I not to say fuck Steve, but I would just like to see what that would... remember you guys went to see, like, Marvel Avengers or whatever? Mm-hmm. You know how there's, like, infinite possibilities? Like, oh, Doctor Strange is like, I've seen 14 million possibilities or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I would just love to, like, glimpse into, like, what would my life have been like if my dad never went to the army and we just stayed in that small town, you know? I just think...
no, I get you.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to see what that would have been like.
That would be very interesting, actually.
Sorry to bring the tone down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to be all depressing and shit.
No, you're fine. I was just looking to see when I'm crossing into Virginia, which looks like it's not for a long fucking time.
Megan, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I have to end this podcast in a minute or two.
It's totally okay. I'll put, like, some Netflix on or something.
That is so irresponsible.
No, to listen to, not to watch. To listen.
Why don't you just put on a podcast? Oh, yeah. You'll probably fall asleep to a podcast. What Netflix are you going to watch?
I'll probably watch The Office.
That's what I'm talking... Dude, we could do another podcast about The Office.
Oh my god, Steve would hate that.
Dude, let's
he
fucking...
roasts on me all the time because I fall asleep to it.
What is he roasting? Dude, Steve has made so many jokes about The Office. What about Kevin making his homemade chili? Come on.
No.
It's fucking classic.
It makes me cringe every time I watch him. Like, drop it. I'm like,
Dude, what about Scott's Tots, man? That is the cringiest shit. But, Mr. Scott, you said you was going to pay for all of our college tuition. Dude, I skip over that one. I skipped that episode every time it comes up.
It makes me so sad.
I cannot deal with that level of fucking cringe and sadness.
It makes me so sad.
I feel like Mike Menares only watches that episode.
Jesus.
So you're gonna listen to The Office while you drive?
Yes, because I've seen it so many times that I can just picture it in my head anyways.
So every 22 and a half minutes, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I fucking love it. Megan, let me get the fuck out of here, but dude, we've been talking for 2 hours and 47 minutes now. Fucking this was awesome. I can't believe we did this.
Yes, we did it. Thank you for keeping me awake.
Thank you for being here. Can I tell you, I had a slight amount of anxiety, like, what am I going to talk about?
You just let the conversation happen.
That's what we do. Oh, I would be remiss. God damn it. I did have a couple notes written down, and we've talked about everything, except for...
God.
I would be remiss. You know about our friend Sally Beats, right?
Yes.
Sally Beats gave a suggestion for a would you rather to ask you.
Oh, God.
The would you rather is, would you rather wake up next to the Burger King and he says, you had it your way, or Ronald McDonald and he says, love it?
No, Burger King, Burger King, Burger King, Burger King.
So you would rather wake up to the Burger King saying, you had it your way?
Yeah, I hate clowns. I hate clowns. Oh my God, scared the fucking shit out of me. Just like, love it. Like, ugh.
So,
that makes me cringe.
So, no matter what the Burger King said, you would fucking rather wake up next to him instead of the clown?
Yes, I would much rather wake up to the Burger King than the clown.
Well, Sally Beats, I hope you hear this one day and you have your answer from Megan. She would rather wake up next to the Burger King. Can I, I'll end the podcast right now, but we'll still be on the phone. Can I get some, oh, shit. I'm fucking up with my controller. Sorry, I'm slightly tipsy. So, this has been Just for Fun Podcast, episode 98. Can I get some air horns, Megan? Just for Fun Podcast.
Just for Fun Podcast.
Holla! Damn, thanks for singing that.